Today, we're crossing one of the most expensive land border crossings in the entire world.
That was the most expensive border crossing we've ever.
Was not expecting to pay each.
And that's before you even factor in the visa, the transport or even entry fees on the other side. More expensive than driving across some of Europe's most iconic bridges. Although this bridge connects to the West Bank, which is part of Palestinian territories, to Jordan, the crossing is fully controlled by Israeli authorities. And it's not as simple as it looks.
This is just the mic. That was a very, very close call.
What if we told you not everyone gets to cross the border in the same way? What if, while we were shocked at the price, others were just used to waiting hours in separate vans? Is the price the only thing that makes this one of the world's most complicated crossings? Or is there more to the story?
So today is an interesting day. We're going to be crossing the border from Jerusalem to Jordan, Amman. We're going to do it via land. We're not going to get a plane. We're not going to get a car. We're going to go by public bus. So in this video, we're going to show you how you can, for a very cost-efficient price, cross from Jerusalem all the way to Amman. So follow us and we're going to show you step by step how to do this. We just checked out of the Hashimi Hotel, which is near the Damascus Gate. So first stop, go to Damascus Gate, take a right and go to the stop where all the shuttle buses are. I'm going to show you exactly where that is.
So today is a Friday and we've been told on a Friday they shut the borders early. There's no set time. We've heard it can be around 3 o'clock, it can be 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock. It just depends on the day. It's very unpredictable. So it's a Friday, wish us luck. Hopefully we get through. If you go any other day, I think the border closes around 11 p.m, so you should be fine. But we've known people that have done it. They said it's a pretty straightforward process. But we're going to take you along this journey and show you exactly how it goes.
Right by the Golden Walls Hotel on Google Maps, you can basically see the collective taxis here, but there is no one here right now. So I'm not sure what on earth is going on. We're going to have to figure it out and see if there are any collectives at the moment going. Let's see, no cars, let's cross.
It is like 9:45, so it's not great timing, to be honest.
Yeah, there's no one here.
The last bus might have gone. The only thing we have is to get a taxi.
Let's see if they're inside here. Hello, assalamu alaikum. You have English? You speak English?
We're going to go Jordan.
We go to border, King Husseini Bridge into Jordan. This here, yeah? Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Shukran, thank you. Okay. Looks like the office is here. That's it. Taxi Al Majniya. That's the one there. Let's see if they have a taxi going to the border. And it looks like there's some people here with their suitcases, so we might be okay. All right, let's go inside. All right, let's see if there's anything available. Like, there's loads of people waiting, so it looks like there's gonna be there'll be a taxi, or at least a collective bus. Let's see how much it costs as well, because the price has gone up recently. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Sorry, not Arabic. Shukran, thank you. Just to bear in mind, guys, Friday is probably one of the worst days to travel across the border for a number of different reasons. Firstly, they close the border really early, at like 11, 12 o'clock, and it can be a bit hit and miss when they close the border, so you never know. Secondly, it is a holiday for both Muslims and Jews here in Jerusalem, so all the businesses and everything are closed anyway, so things are limited. So Friday is basically a Saturday here and Saturday is a Sunday. So just bear that in mind when you're planning your travel. We didn't really think of that. Assalamu alaikum, brother. We want to go into Jordan. Is it? You have taxis, the shuttle buses? Yeah. No. Yes.
Okay, it's now private taxi.
Oh, private taxi, no shuttle.
No shuttles.
Shuttle taxi this finished.
How much is with the shuttle normally?
46.
46 with shuttle, yeah.
Okay, so we pay 200.
3 people.
Okay,
150, yeah, 412, yeah.
50 shekels. Maybe
Okay.
come one 50, 50.
Yeah.
You take taxi.
We take private, 200. Let's just do that.
Let's do that. It's pretty straightforward.
We do
Okay, we
private
do that.
then.
We do private then. Can they do taxi for 150? I get my Pakistani out here.
He's Pakistani, he try
You're
always get
Pakistani, we
discount.
always, you know.
Pakistani, Palestini, Pakistani.
Same.
what time does border close on Friday?
12 عندها.
12.
12, okay, yeah, so we got time. So it's actually 45 shekels for a shared taxi, which takes you all the way to the Jordan border. And if you have luggage, it's 5 shekels. So it works out 50 per person, cash only. And their regular service is running, but do bear in mind that the shuttles sell out very, very early. We got here about 9:45, 9:50, and pretty much all gone for the last shuttle. So we're having to get a private taxi, which is going to cost us 200 shekels, including luggage. So to be fair, it's only 50 shekels more for a private transfer all the way there, including luggage, which for the 3 of us, it works out pretty well. But if you're on your own, it can work out quite costly. And there's loads of people here waiting around. But bear in mind also that on Fridays, the border closes at 11 a.m. On Saturday, the border is closed, so no one goes through. On Sunday through to Thursday, the border closes at 3 p.m. So there's more taxis on the normal weekdays. So do factor that in when you're traveling across these borders. I would say just avoid traveling Friday and Saturday, to be fair, because it's just going to make that travel a bit more stressful. If you get late, if there's traffic, all that kind of stuff, you know, you just don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, here's the place right outside here. It's through a little alleyway. So just turn right when you come out the Damascus Gate, right beside the Golden Walls Hotel. You can see this little alleyway going in, and it's called Taxi Al-Najmi, which you can basically get your taxi services. This is our taxi here. We're getting the private one. Right, Zakaria, do you want to get out, please? Yeah? Yeah, it's okay, I can do. Here you go, brother. Should I sit with him at the back?
He wants you to sit with him.
Okay, hold that and then...
His daddy's boy in it.
Yeah, daddy's boy. Bismillah. Here.
Borrow my hammer.
Oh, can I borrow it? Right, off we go.
Inshallah.
Read the Safar Dua Subhanallazi sakhara lana hadha wa ma kunna lahu muqrinin wa inna ila rabbina lamunqalibun. So we've not been driving that long and we're already kind of very close to Az-Zibada, driving through the wilderness of Palestine. But yeah, you can see the Jordan border. It's basically where that dotted line is, and we're to basically see how we cross from one side to the other. You've got greenery coming up there. That's interesting. Ah, I think that's Jericho. Ah, and I think that over there is the Dead Sea. And if you look on the map as well, you've got the Dead Sea. Right there, you can see. Ah, and you're going past like a touristy area now, because as you enter by the Dead Sea, there's loads of like little beach areas that you can go to, touristy areas that you can visit the Dead Sea and kind of go for a little swim and that around there. But as Muslims, it's been forbidden to go to the Dead Sea because it is a place of punishment. But here you go, this is what you can see. Yeah, I think these are date trees.
A few moments later.
When we arrived, we saw these massive red coaches, reserved only for Palestinians. These buses often wait until they're completely full before being allowed to cross, and it wouldn't be surprising if they face additional security checks too. Just another reminder of how different the experience is depending on who you are.
Let's see, I'll keep the passports ready as well. Are you okay, Jackie Poo Poo? Are you okay? Little man over here is very, very, very. It's a little time update. It is now 11:50, so we have about an hour before the border closes, which, depending on how you look at it, we have an hour, which is a long time, or we have an hour, which is not enough time, depending on how things take here. But it took like 45 minutes, 40 minutes actually, roughly, to get from Jerusalem to the border crossing. So it doesn't take that long, but you still have to leave enough time. Right, so we're moving. There's a bit of a traffico. Let's see what's going on over here. Maybe you have to give your passports to get your entry permits or something. I don't know. And we have our Jordan passes, which actually I would definitely recommend getting if you're going to Jordan and you're going to Petra or even other like 1 or 2 sites, because it includes your visa payment and also includes entrances to all the top sites. So the Jordan pass is really, really worth it. It's 70 Jordanian dollars. It includes your visa, and your visa is actually like 40 Jordanian dollars anyway. And Petra is around about 50 Jordanian dollars just for the one night. And you can get the Explorer Jordan pass, which has 2 consecutive day entries into Petra. So we're going to go to Petra in a couple of days, and we're going to go one day for sunset, and the next morning we're going to go for sunrise. And what we've got is basically going to include that. And Zakaria's fallen asleep. He's snoring. So we're basically at the passport checkpoint now, where they're going to check our passports in a bit. Someone just came to the car to ask what nationality we were, so that they can basically ensure they're checking the right passports. There are 3 buses here that basically shuttle you across the border. One for Palestinians, one for citizens of Jerusalem, so people that live in Jerusalem, and then foreigners. So you have to just make sure you get on the right bus. So confirm that when you're getting on the bus that shuttles you across the border.
Where are you visiting?
Petra.
No, where are you visiting in Israel?
Where am I visiting?
Where did we go? We went to Jerusalem.
Only Jerusalem?
Yeah, Jerusalem.
What is this?
This
It's a mic.
is just a mic.
Where, Gale?
That was a very, very close call. Literally, my mic was on here like this, and the guy was like, "What is this on your thing here?" He was asking about, "Where did you go?" We went to Jerusalem, and then he said, "What's this on your shoulder here?" And I was like, "It's a mic." And he's like, "Why have you got a mic?" And I was like, "We record videos." So then another lady, I tried to explain to him, he didn't quite understand, and then another lady came over to said like, "What are you doing? Are you blogging or something?" We're like, no, we're not blogging. Just like, you know, we travel for personal memories. We just record videos, you know, as a family. And then she was like, "Oh, okay, no worries, it's okay." Yeah, a couple of minutes later, they checked the luggage, checked our passports, and then they let us through. So that was a few minutes of very, I kind of thinking, damn, what on earth is going on here? For a sec. And it was because of this, like, that was it.
I thought we would have changed taxi drivers by now, but it looks like I don't know what's going on.
I think this is like that's the checkpoint to go through the border. Now we're going to go through passport control on the Israeli side.
So now you need to put it away.
Yeah, now we're going to have to pull it away.
Because that was a taster.
Yeah.
Woohoo! We made it out, guys!
But we made it through the exit border control for Israel.
That was the most expensive border crossing we've ever
Done in our whole life. Was not expecting to pay 205 shekels each to exit the country. This is apparently one of the most expensive border crossings there is over land. Apparently it's much cheaper if you fly out of Tel Aviv, so we'll probably do that next time round, to be fair. It'll be interesting to see how much it is. But when you go inside border control, you go through security check where you have to get your bags checked. Then you have to go through and get your passport checked, which is booths number 824 and then 321 are VIP booths. So you get your passport checked first. Then you have to basically go around the queue and pay your exit fee, which is a separate queue, and they accept card, by the way, which is really good, and it's 205 shekels each. Even Zakaria had to pay. And it's a bit manic there, people pushing in, there's a long queue, and there's only like 2 booths for all the people coming through. So just bear that in mind. Then you have to pay a fee to get this bus, which takes you to the Jordan side of the border, and for the 3 of us with 2 luggage, it was 45 shekels. Make sure you keep a teeny bit of change, because you then come outside, walk and get your small bus if you're a tourist, and come and collect your luggage from here. And thank you very much, brother. Thank you so much, yeah? And these lovely guys are there helping you get your baggage, and just keep like 20-30 shekels aside to give it to them. And there's a little shop inside actually. You can get some sweets, chocolates, and some like hot noodles and some coffee as well if you're feeling a bit hungry. Zakaria got. Shall we go inside? Okay, the bus is filling up now, so let's go and sit inside and go to the Jordan border. I'm coming, I'm right beside you. I'm right behind you, my little ranger. Do you want to sit inside? Yeah, I'm going to sit with you, don't worry.
Okay, yeah.
Let's go. It's a nice small bus actually. Takes the tourists. There's a separate one, like I was saying before, which is for the Palestinians that will take them through.
This one?
A lot bigger buses. Okay, so this is the point where you hand your passport over to the bus driver, who then basically takes it and gives it to the immigration services, who will then basically, when you go inside, they will call your name out and they will process your visa. Yeah, so that's why you have to write your name down on a piece of paper for everyone, so they call you in the group.
So entry into Jordan
Yeah,
is
so
the
this is now
process.
entry into Jordan. So this is the thing, when you do land border crossings, when you fly out of a country, you fly into a country, you do your exit stuff as you're in the airport leaving the country, sort that out, you get your 2, 3, 4 hour flight, and then you arrive into the country and you do your entry stuff there. But when you do a border crossing, it's literally minutes from each other.
It's got aeroplane.
Sorry mate, we're doing something new today.
I want the aeroplane.
You want to go on the aeroplane?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have it here?
No.
I don't know. See, look, he's got them there. He's got all the passports there. So guys, by the way, if you don't have any money and you need to pay for your visa, there's literally a cash point over here by passport control where you can take your money out, and it charges $5 Jordanian, which isn't too bad as a service fee, but that was pretty smooth to be fair, because we had our Jordan pass. Let's
Now
see.
it's time to find a taxi.
Now it's time to find a taxi to Central Jordan. We're through. All right, so looks like there has been a border closing today, or road closure today, so no cars are getting in and out. But we finally managed to get a taxi, taking us all the way to our hotel. And here you go, welcome to Jordan. But for now, hopefully this gave you a view into Jordan. It's like, it's fairly straightforward. Our whole trip to Palestine was an eye-opener. From the struggles of the Palestinians not being able to freely move around to the constant checkpoints and military presence, this was yet another stark reminder of the control and occupation the people here face. Some say that if life is so difficult there, then why don't they just leave? While we were able to cross easily, albeit with a relatively high price tag, you can see here this isn't an easy option for most, reminding us that sometimes we can take these simple life choices for granted.